One of the most remarkable things about the living species is the fact that they have a number of levels of response that permit them to survive, not just survive. I don't really need to survive. That permit them to confront the reality of their environment and ways that in somehow maintain their well-being.
Myra Levine's conservation theory, wholeness is an open system. Environment, the physiological and pathophysiological aspects of the patient. Organismic response, capacity to adapt to environmental conditions. Perception is the individual's experiences to the world around them. Levine on energy, wholeness, integrity. Levine's conservation theory was developed because she believed that nursing involves controlling and preserving the energy resources of the patient, promoting wholeness. The strength of Levine's theory values a holistic approach to all individuals while it involves patients' participation in nursing care. Scientific principles are emphasized and provide direction of nursing research, education, administration, and practice.
Nursing takes place everywhere. As my husband testified yesterday, it even took place in our own home. It takes place wherever there is an individual, and I think this is an important thing. An individual who needs to be taken care of to some degree. It may be minimal, it may be rather intensive. But the point is that whether we like it or not, there are times in our lives when we enter into dependency stages, that's all. And we're very fortunate if at that same time there's somebody standing by who is willing to invest their skill, their knowledge, their caring, their compassion, their interest.
Years ago I had my first hospital experience. Once you strip down and they put your body on a gurney and people that you never have seen before start putting needles in your arm, you realize that there's no control left here. You put your faith into the hospital.
I was in the hospital for 3 months. The nurses really helped me get through because I was terrified that I was never going to walk again. At night when I was scared, I would cry and they would hold my hand and tell me it was all right. They would sing me songs and tell me stories till I went to sleep. He was really nice.
You take my hand, touch my life when I need you.
I had major surgery. I had a tube going down my throat. Every time I'd swallow, it felt like I was swallowing a razor blade. When my doctor came in, he said that he wanted to leave it at least until the next day. And the nurse that I had, she was a sweetheart. And I gave her, I guess, one of the saddest looks in the world. She walked back out with the doctor. And when she came back in, she says, okay, we're going to take it out. We're going to remove it. When she took that tube out, it felt like a burden was lifted off of me. I wanted to give her the biggest hug. She really needs to be praised.
And when a nurse enters a room, people don't realize it, but they have to take everything in. Their eyes are everywhere, looking around, checking. Even if there's a window that's open just a tiny bit, they have to be aware.
I'm a professional firefighter, I'm an EMT also. Nurses do the same type of job that we do. We help and save lives, and nurses do the same thing. They're on the front line of everything. Without the nurses, we don't have anything. We have no communications. This is what it's all about. That's what nurses are all about.
and that in fact my entire family would get through it as well.
I was in labor for many, many hours, and after trying for many, many hours, this sweet nurse, she just held my hand. She stayed with me the whole time, and she said, I think I'm going to have to, unfortunately, do a C-section. And when I found out I was going to have a C-section, it really made me really upset. She said, don't worry, I'm going to stay with you. And her shift was over. And she was the one who helped me push, and we tried. And she stayed with me, and she went into the operating room with me. And she was the first person who brought me our daughter, Ashley. I really don't know how I would have done it without her. She is someone who I will never forget my whole life. And I only hope that she realizes that, how much she touched my life.
When I was 16, I found out I had a brain tumor, which was really scary as a 16-year-old. I had a nurse there, obviously in an ICU, and her name was Lisa. She was there. She helped me and told me, the truth about things, and this could happen this way, but she was always so positive and so great about it that she was like, it could, but it's fine. Like, the whatever did come along was going to be okay. I don't know if I could have gotten through that experience as well as I did with less trauma and upset without her. Like, I really think back of it, and I think that I found a friend. She put so much of herself in her job. Yeah, it would have been really hard without her.
Nursing education. Myra Levine's conservation model has been used as a guideline for curriculum development. When Levine wrote the book Introduction to Clinical Nursing in 1973, it contributed an organizational format for teaching medical surgical nursing to beginning students. Many nursing researchers and practitioners adopt Levine's model because the principles provide a scientific and research-oriented approach. Health is therapy. Self-affirmation, a process in which people affirm their self-integrity, has shown to reduce racial differences. Self-affirmation and certification self-integrity represent an integral piece of theory-driven intervention to curtail the impact of implicit bias in healthcare disparities.
I like learning, I like the new technology, I like staying ahead on med research because it helps me take better care of my patients.
It's always a new challenge.
We are part of a team.
As an integral part of the medical team, registered nurses bring their own special talents and expertise to patient care. Nursing blends a scientific mind, technological know-how, and a compassionate heart into one unique package.
I feel like I can't help but take care of people. It's what I do.
I like the challenge of helping others in need. I find it a wonderful way to pay back and help out in society.
Nursing is powerful work. Not many professions offer you the chance to touch lives and make a difference the way nursing does.
Being a nurse is about holding someone's hand. Being a nurse is about giving a really good shot to a 6-year-old who's terrified. It's about putting an ice pack and making it better on someone, or getting the wrinkles out of the back of a sheet that's causing someone to be uncomfortable who has to lay in the bed. They don't have any other place to go. They have to be there, and sometimes just rubbing someone's back is the answer to all their prayers.
Conservation describes the way complex systems are able to continue to function even when severely challenged. On these accounts, we can say that under the Blue theory, nursing interventions have a present and short-term focus. It determines the patient's dependency and capacity to be able to participate in his or her care. Nadine's goal is to avoid fatigue or excessive use of energy. The covenants that Nadine's forces on nursing students are more determined towards patient fulfillment in their present state without moving to future conditions.
I think that nurses have the potential for doing it. I don't think science does anything for anybody, any science. I think it's rather how do we use our knowledge. And yes, I think this worldview, this system, has within it a different way of understanding people and their world, of raising different questions, of using knowledge for the greater benefit of people. I see people doing this. I see agencies. I meet with them. I know of nurses who are working directly with hospitals, public health agencies. We're seeing more nurses moving into autonomous practice, all sorts of things. And we haven't begun to probe the creative opportunities for nursing that are out there just waiting for us.
Martha Rogers' unitary human being, wholeness, specifically whole in which cannot be predicted from knowledge of parts. Openness, a universe of open systems and patterns and dimensionality. Energy field signifies dynamic nature of field. Timeless, creation of theory in a timeless moment. Dimensionality provides an infinite domain without limits. The theory of unitary human beings was influenced by her background in liberal arts and science. She believes that health and illness is related to the environment and energy fields, and that the nurse has the ability to direct or redirect the patterning of these energy fields to promote health. Strength. Rogers' concepts provide a worldview from which nurses may derive theories and hypotheses and propose relationships specific to different situations. Her work is not directly testable due to lack of concrete hypothesis, but it is testable in principle. The concepts are not directly measurable. It is difficult to comprehend because the concepts are extremely abstract. Patient care. She states that humans are dynamic energy fields in continuous exchange within their mental fields. Nurses trained in non-contact therapeutic touch. Just being present most of the time in the room of a patient may help them recover quicker because of the energy transferred from the nurse to the patient.
Sir, you hear me? 2, 3. Shoulder bagging. We need a portable X-ray, please. No problem, sir. I'm a nurse. I believe in the power of science and medicine. But I'm also human.
When the spring light falls now.
I am a nurse because I love people.
I'm very proud to be a nurse.
I want to help and I want to make a difference.
Nursing. It's challenging, exciting, demanding, and sometimes exhausting.
There's nothing I'd rather be.
But it's always rewarding.
There's no other profession in the world that lets you touch people physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually like nursing.
It's the human experience. It's part of why we're here, why we exist. I love the realness of life. It's life.
Being a registered nurse takes a special kind of person.
I want to help people. That's just the kind of person that I am.
You have to be intelligent, committed, educated, and want to make a difference in the world.
The science of unitary human beings does not derive from physics or biology or psych or any of those either. A science is a synthesis of facts and ideas from God knows where. And one comes up with an emergent, a new product. So that this doesn't come from other fields. And as I say, it also ties in with new knowledge that is accelerating in terms of the world we live in and people.
Limitation to Martha Rogers' theory is that it is a unique perspective on the nursing subject but may also be the reason why her work is difficult to grasp. Energy fields are time-dimensional, transcend time and space, and therefore may have imaginary boundaries that are unique and changeable.
This is who I am. There's nothing I'd rather be.
I am a nurse.